And as we get to the event, the first match is the Lucha Dragons versus the Ascension.
Yes.
And there's a couple guys in that match that tried on a few different hats. You've got
Yes.
Sin Cara, who I believe is Hunico, who had a few different things to try on, and Connor, is this big guy that you guys brought in. You're trying a bunch of different stuff with him.
Yep.
It seemed, at least to me at the time, Lucha Dragons, Ascension, both seem like kind of knocked out of the park new tag teams that were going to be a big part of WWE's future. They had a match, 7 minutes and 48 seconds, and the Ascension losing that tag title, they were presented as a dominant team. So that was a big deal, and the fans were into it as well.
Yes. And going back and watching it, it's like, great. That's exactly what you need. And then exactly what you need to start the show off with. And a great match. And everybody in it worked well. And you'll have to excuse me because I'm just looking at my notes. I could be professional and memorize them, but it doesn't work with me. Oh, there was one little thing, and this is a little tip for tag teams. If you are grabbing your opponent and putting them in a hold of some kind, this is just something that was taught to me, and I kept it going. And there's an instance in this match when I didn't see it. I saw it the opposite way, and I just want to give these little nuggets of information away. If you know your partner, I will always try to anyway. Doesn't mean it's always going to work, but at near the beginning of a match or before you get too far into a match, if I'm grabbing hold of anybody, I'm going to put that hold on with facing my opponent, my partner. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I know my partner is watching my back. And the person who's getting tortured in this hold of mine cannot see their partner. And before they can even see their partner, they've got to fight up from the floor or whatever position they're in, and they have got to turn a full 180 degrees to even see their partner. And it can add a lot of drama to a tag match. If you're just got somebody in some kind of a hold and they can see their partner, the person, all they've got to do is get away from you and jump across the ring and tag their partner.
It's a little similar to when you watch MMA and people clinch up, and the coaches always want you to drag the opponent to that side of the ring, right?
Right. So keep somebody. Obviously, there's enough people know about keeping people on your half of the ring and that, but also with putting holds on. If you
Right.
put a hold on, if you know your partner, you know he's watching your back. If the opposite person in the opposite corner decides to come in, he's going to let you know you can loose and turn around and stop them. But the person who's suffering in the hold is facing your partner.
Right.
And then they've got to not only fight up, but they've got to turn 180 degrees before they can even see their partner, which puts them in a lot more jeopardy.
Right.
And also builds to the drama of the tag match.
There's no disadvantage for the person on offense to have their back to their partner, but there's a huge disadvantage for the person on defense to not have the eye line with their partner.
Eye line with a partner,
Right.
yes. And it also, for the audience watching, it makes that fight and struggle and, I can't. And then eventually when they turn and they see the partner, now there's more hope. And it's a way
Right.
of building hope. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay.